Hello, darlings. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you very much. This is actually the last, I was gonna say episode. This is the last video I'm going to record in this apartment because I'm going home tomorrow morning. And I want to apologize in advance if the cat I'm babysitting right now, she's a bit she wants to play a lot, so I played with her before recording, but I don't know if she's had enough yet. So if you hear something, that's her, but we're gonna let her vibe. Yeah, we're nice people, aren't we? Anyway, I was actually thinking that we should talk a bit about manifesting. I think that this is a subject that is like, if you're not spiritual, it's frowned upon. It's like, you believe in that? Really? And that's fine. Like, of course you believe in different things and you don't have to believe in manifesting. But also I feel like also in the community, like the spiritual community, I feel it's bombarded with people saying that you should do this, this works, And the reason why I'm taking this up right now, or bringing this up right now, is because we are in the Lionsgate portal today. Today is the Lionsgate portal 8/8. So 8th of August is the Lionsgate portal. I don't know a lot about astrology, but I know that this is said to be one of the most powerful days to manifest during the whole year. Okay, I don't know, I'm so thirsty. Maybe it's because all of the subliminals I'm listening to. I've heard that you get thirsty. Anywho, it is the most powerful day to manifest. But this is why I want to bring it up, because I don't know if you are like me, but I feel like if I hear someone say this works, this absolutely works, and this is the most powerful day in the year to manifest, you have to do this right now, I feel I wouldn't say pressured to do it, but I feel like if it doesn't work for me, I get sad, or disappointed, or like, why doesn't it work for me, or at least I've been like this in like the previous years, and I think that's why it stopped me from manifesting for many years, but because I've been trying since 2021, I think. But having someone say that this is the most powerful day to manifest, and having that thought in your head, like, this is the most powerful day to manifest, if it doesn't work now, it will never work for me, and sorry about the ramble. Honestly, like, I have a vision for this, okay? The thing is, I blocked myself for many years by thinking, or by letting my ego disturb my manifestations. So when I heard this is the most powerful day to manifest during the whole year, I immediately thought, I have to do this right now, and if it doesn't work, I'm not spiritual enough. I'm not powerful enough. I'm not doing it in the right way. And once you start thinking like that, it doesn't work. Like, for a manifestation to work, you actually have to believe it yourself. And I'm getting there soon, but you have to embody it as well. But you have to really, really believe it, and you can't let your ego get in the way of that. Like letting your ego say, maybe it works for everyone else, but not for you. Yeah. And did you notice that I said, but not for you? Because I see the ego as, maybe I should explain what I mean by ego. So I've learned that you have like a soul, and then and that's your authentic self. Okay, so you have a higher self, which is, yeah, your soul, and then you have the ego, which is more the human part of it all, you know. So the ego is the more like logical part of the human, like, brain. I don't know how to explain. So when you get like an intuitive feeling about someone, let's say you meet a person and you get an intuitive feeling like, there's something not quite right with this person, and then your ego comes in and they say, oh, stop it, you're just judgmental, or you're just judging way too fast. It's almost always your intuition. I would say it's always your intuition that is correct, right? You've been through this. If you're listening still, I know you've been through this. So when you listen to the ego and you let the ego judge, because I think that's what it does, and you let the ego take over and you let the fear take over, that's when it doesn't work. Okay. So I usually think about the ego as a separate person, because more often than not, it's at least in my experience, like in myself, I've always had this voice inside my head saying, you're not good enough, like you're not doing your I don't know, you're doing your best, but that's not good enough either, you know. Which I think we all have at some point, but it's always, the ego voice is always saying you. They don't say I, right? So it's always like, or at least that's the case for me. Maybe some other people have it some other way, but I always have that voice saying you suck, you know. I don't anymore, of course sometimes, but yeah, I think that my ego has been shut down a bit once I've started loving myself, and once I started affirming to myself like that I'm worthy, that I am the best, you know, like, yeah, who cares? Like, I can say that I'm the best, you know? Of course, I'm not like the best in the world, but you know, like, come on. So that's what I think. Like, I think it's important to not let your ego get in the way for your manifestations, and not only think that you have to embody it as well. So actually, what I always think about is fake it till you make it. Okay. So if you're manifesting more money, you can't live in a reality where you feel lack. Okay? So you can't feel like, I don't have any money, I need to save my money. Because if you save your money, that means that you have a lack of money, which you don't, because money is energy, and you can easily just manifest more as long as you're on the same vibrational level as the money. So it's really important to know that money is energy, and if you constantly think that you need to save money, you can't do what you want to do, you can't like eat out or do whatever, it's not gonna change. And I realized this once I started spending my money. Because honestly, like, I had been saving money for many years, and I had quite a lot actually. And then I moved apartments, and I had to buy all these new furniture and everything. So I almost I almost like zeroed my bank account, maybe, or almost. And after that, I was so afraid of spending more money. I was like, oh my god, I can't spend any more money. And constantly living in this state of mind where lack always was like the primary thing. Is like, I don't have enough money, I'm poor, you know? And if you constantly think like that, you're not gonna manifest money. Like, trust me, you're not gonna manifest money. And once I discovered that I have to spend money to get more, that's when things started shifting for me. Because after that, I have been spending money on anything I like going out with friends, going out to dinner, going to brunch, like buying new clothes, buying whatever I feel like. And I think that my bank account has still always been, if not linear, it has been growing still, even though I'm not saving. I'm not actively saving anything, but it's still like going up, and I don't know how, but I'm not gonna question it. But because, like, I have said to myself that I'm manifesting things on autopilot, subconsciously all the time, and so that all of my desires manifests easily, like without me doing anything. And guys, you should start doing that, because that was a game changer for me, honestly. I started doing it like a month ago, I think, and the EFT tapping a month ago or something like that. And I have been shifting, leveling up, you know. It's, yeah, things are going really, really good right now. So this long ramble is all about the Lionsgate portal. So I want to say to you that, like, I want to say to the people who want to manifest in this portal, do it, but don't let your ego talk you into feeling like it's not gonna work, because then it's not gonna work. Okay, just try to it took me a while to learn how to feel my own energy, but we feel it when we don't talk about it. We feel it when we're in love, when we feel those butterflies. That's your energy. You feel it when you're aroused. You feel your energy in your body. Yeah, like when you feel that, especially when you're in love, like when you feel those butterflies, that's your energy. So try to sit down and really just maybe listen to some meditation music or something, and just really tune in to the body. Go inwards. Shut your eyes. Close your eyes. Not I have to be so aggressive. So close your eyes, sit down, tune into the body, and just like breathe. Maybe some breath work could help, because then you feel your energy. And just try to create some energy. It's often like for me at least, it's often like in the pelvis area. You feel, I don't know how to describe the feeling, but that it's almost like a burning sensation, and like you feel a flow, like not butterflies, but like a soda pop, you know, like the fizzy drinks, that kind of feeling inside your stomach and pelvis area. That's your energy. Okay, so once you feel that, you can multiply it and like triple it, and like really get it to be this ball of energy. And then try to imagine this ball going up, like in the back of your spine, going up. I usually do it fast, so the ball goes up really fast, but if it's easier for you, just imagine it going slow and up your neck and then into your head. So just feel like it's going up, and then you manifest while you're doing that. So you feel the energy. Ooh, I just felt the energy right now talking about it. And you really just think of the thing you really want, and don't think like I want this, but try to visualize it. Like if you want to manifest money, let's say that, just visualize your bank account and the numbers, and no number is too high. Don't let your ego get like in between, because when you think that a number is too high, that's the logic, and that's your human side, and that's your ego, and you don't want to listen to your ego. Okay, so that is a long ramble about the Lionsgate portal, and hopefully it will help someone to not expect too much of yourself, so that you don't manifest because you're afraid to fail. You get it? Okay. So I hope that this was useful, and please let me know if you have any questions. I'm not an expert. As I said, I don't know anything about astrology or anything. I'm not a manifestation expert as well, or either. But yeah, it is working. So okay, please share any thoughts, anything. I love seeing your comments, so please comment anything you like, and tips, I don't know, give each other some love, everything, anything, you know. Okay, I love you, take care,